Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. Check it out, y'all. We got the GemBroMania. We are on the Stip tours again. This time we are looking for multiply gems. So we are doing green. We are doing multis. So I'm going to show you whom you can use, whom amongst this group you can use to actually make a significant dent, if not defeat hell mode, at least try to 3-star hell mode. None of these guys might get you to the promised land of #1 in the leaderboard, but for some of y'all, leaderboard doesn't matter. So here's a bunch of people that you can use that can help to get you through hell mode, get you all of the medallions you are looking for, the chips that you can then use to buy stuff on the prize wall. So let's bro. So first on the list is probably the last person that I was making as I was researching for things to do with this. So I want to go over sort of what it is that we're looking for each time that we're doing this, right? Multiply gems are going to give you in the normal mode 3 times as many points for destroying them as you are destroying green gems. So our focus is finding people that destroy multis and green gems, or someone that destroys a ton of green gems as well to make up for that difference. And if you can find someone that does both, even better. So we want to make sure we find people that do that type of work for us, that destroys the board with full of green gems or makes multiply gems. So Thrasher makes multiply gems, destroys multiply gems. Not the best choice here, but again, we're just throwing out names and peoples that we can use in this mode. So he's going to be first on the list. Next on the list is someone like Zombie Dom. You're going to have trouble recycling this guy, but he is somebody who is also able to put green gems on the board, put a bunch of multiply gems on the board with the countdowns, but because the countdowns take an extra turn to get set off, it's not going to be as great once you get to hell mode. But Zombie Dom is someone else we can put to work here. All right, let's find our next victim of people that I thought you could use. Speaking of people who make a lot of green gems, Ludwig Kaiser is someone that you can put down here. He makes some. He doesn't make a ton, but with the silence build, putting into silence gems, he then turns silence into, he has this move to get green. He does have a snowfall move into black, which isn't going to help us for this one. Increase our red MP. That's not the one that's going to help us. Again, not the greatest, but he does have a choose to green, and then he has another choose to green. So you'll be able to actually break some green with him. Not the greatest option, but he is a free to play option. So I thought I'd include him into the list of people that we can use. Next on our list of people destroying greens and things to do is actually right here. This one actually would be an interesting one too. Icons of WrestleMania, Kurt Angle. If you've got him, he's going to make snowfalls into greens. He does make a bunch of multiplies. If you know that the stun move is the thing that we're after. More on that in a few minutes. If you can get all of these to work together, that's going to be the hardest part because you got nothing to set off this overhead belly to belly. But you could do the angle slam. You could go triple green with him and put 12 multis, make a 5x1 into green, blow them all up, and just rinse and repeat for your 4 turns. So IOW Angle is also someone that we can take on the road. Next for us that I liked. Who else did I like here? None of these guys were amazing. Gunther, kind of, maybe. He's not going to really get you past hard mode. He just doesn't make enough multis or greens, but I thought I'd add him here since a lot of people have Gunther pretty high up. If you got him, you know. The next on our multi-destroy list of people is going to be Razor. As that goes off again in my ears for no reason. It's probably going to screw you all up watching the video where that came from. Someone who chooses to make greens, chooses multis to destroy, makes 4 rows into multis. And he also has the botch build, random into purple. So Razor somebody else. Again, not the greatest out there, but somebody that you can use. That's what we're looking for. Who can we use? After him, Hall of Fame, Honky Tonk. Man. So choose multis to destroy, make all greens into multis, and then 3 rows into multis. So he has a moveset, choose into green as well too. So he's going to do the best of both worlds. He just doesn't do a lot of them and is kind of dependent on how many multiply gems are on the board. Moving on from that, I put Shelton here because the goal is still to break multiply gems. If you're breaking green gems, as I said, that's a plus. It's a bonus, but it's not the only thing that you're looking to do. Shelton Benjamin does destroy a bunch of multiply gems. You do get to choose multiply gems to put on the board. Again, but it's not going to be the greatest. But again, anytime that we do looking at somebody with multiply gems, here's someone that you can think of. That's how you have to be thinking with this. Let's move on to bigger and better things. Here's one that I think most people probably could and should be using is Demon Balor. Since he's gotten his new upgrade of moves, I think this would be an excellent one to use, right? So we're going to turn, he does have a turn multiply into green gem. That's 2 MP, 1 MP to make 29, 5 MP to destroy 29 of them. So here's somebody who's going to do both of those things, who's pretty much free to play at this point, who can really probably score pretty high for you. You can generate more green, you can generate more multis, you can destroy more multis. There's lots of coaches that you can put on Demon Balor for this one. So I really like him as someone that might be able to get a little bit more done. And who else did we like green and multis? Someone like Hall of Fame Bret Hart. So 3x3 swap into green gems. He has the 5x5 into multiplies. He has a destroy multiply move that you can put there as well. So Hall of Fame Bret Hart, you've made the list as well. Liking his ability to do both of those at the same time. That's what we were looking for. In terms of someone who makes a lot of multis, we already talked about Zombie Orton before in last week with the blue gems, but again, somebody who makes a lot. Oop, didn't want to go all the way back. Somebody who can make a lot of multiply gems with the countdowns that he has. He's just not going to break a lot of greens. He might actually get you through hell mode if you have him, but if you have him, you probably have better options listed there for you as well. Acro Dragon making a whole bunch of multiply gems as well. Another 2 rows there. You can make cross breaks and blow up the board, or you can choose multiplies with the superplex with which to break all of them. So Acro Dragon, no green gems, but lots of multis. In terms of, there's someone else that is up here that I was looking for in terms of people that do both. He is boom. So Zombie Sammy I really like for this. If you have Zombie Sammy, he does have moments of things. Multiplies are going to increase their strength, so that's not going to help us. But Zombie Sammy does make pyro gems that turn everything green, so you're going to turn the whole board green. And if you run it with this multiply move, let the bodies hit the floor, then you're going to put 10 10 multis on the board as well, and then you can just blow them up with the other green move. So Zombie Sammy is an excellent choice if you're just looking to get through this. The person that we're actually staring at in the match for this one to carry, Dead Man Walking. Where are you, Dead Man Walking? You are right there. So Dead Man Walking is another person that we can take into said moveset because he is going to make 3 random green gems into multiply gems with the old school of the dead, trap gems into black gems, and then we're going to put down multiply gems at the same time too. So you can also put multis with the sub. So there's a few ways that you can run him as well too. Greens, multis, love it. Replace. Someone else for free to play people. He goes by Cowbob in my head, but he's not in the filter as Cowbob. He is Cowboy Bob Orton. Boom. Somebody else that we can think of for this, because he also has a green pyro move that you can put on the bottom of the board. He can destroy some blue gems, a 7x2 area. So he's going to do at least the green gem damage. He does not have any multiply gem damage, I don't believe. But if you're just looking to blow up the board, everybody got him free. Everyone's been taking him up. So definitely like Cowbob for that one. Let's find Dexter Loomis. I know a lot of people have been looking, or have him as well too, another free-to-play player that you can use. Dexter is not going to do multis, but he is going to swap a whole bunch of gems into green as well too. 36 silence into yellow. Does he make any green? Choose a 4x4 to make into traps. If broken by us, we're going to turn them into green gems. So he does have that trap move that can be effective and useful for you. On to the next one. We want Stunning Steve Austin. So Stunning Steve will choose 8 gems to make into green. Sub makes multiplies. We are going to, that's a green gem damage and black MP. That's not the one really good. Makes all green gems into multiplies right there too. So you can run a black with the sub and the green. That could also work for you. So Stunning doesn't make a ton of them, but he does make the 2 combos that we're looking for. You can also go Waller with the Grayson Waller effect. And he's here somewhere as well. Where is that Zilly haircut? There it is. Ta-da! So Waller, he's going to have a 3x7 that's going to swap into green gems with that finisher, which is going to be helpful. He's going to make multiply gems with the STO. The sub also makes multiplies. The pin bar move will move the pin bar because that doesn't work in all of this, but he does have the stunner that also makes 40 into green gems. So Waller is also an excellent choice, and I know a lot of people have not only have him, but have actually taken him up because of all of this. I got a few more for you, so hopefully I've given you enough ideas or people that you can win with this. Not sure you'll leaderboard super high, but that's not the point of the video. If I were Mr. RK Bro Riddle. So somebody else who also, whoop, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to go to the chat. Get the chat out of here. Finisher makes green gems. The German suplex makes random into green gems into multiply gems. So he has a couple ways to make a whole bunch of green gems and some multiply gems. But again, someone who's probably going to struggle once you get up to the final nodes in hell. I have him on my list. Let's do it this way. Let's type in Máscara de la Muerta. So Rey Mysterio zombie version, he's going to make blast gems. He's also going to make 2 rows of multiply gems. That makes stuff blue. He's on this list. 8 to destroy. Never mind. Rey Mysterio was not who I was thinking about. Never mind. Scratch that one. All right, I got 2 more for you. Just to sort of show you what you can do, I think you should probably try to use someone like Steiner. And we are going to do Rick Steiner. Might also be able to do Scott Steiner as well too. So I mentioned before that one of the things that we're always looking for is a move that stuns, right? The reason why we're looking for stun moves is because we want to control all of the turns. Usually we have turns 7, 5, 3, 1. Our opponent gets turns 6, 4, and 2, but we are trying to gain all of that turn. So whenever you stun somebody, you get to take over their turn. So we want 7 turns whenever possible. Cross break damage, no, we just want green moves. Whatever, we just want green moves. So we just need a 2 MP and a 4 MP green, and that should get all of our moves started. And then we can generate more green gems. Cross breaks, green gems. So if you have Ray, we'll generate, and then we can try to destroy more green gems on the board. We actually don't need to destroy more, but that's fine. Whatever. You get the idea. I'll play this one time through so you can get an idea of what happens. So this is what we're looking for each time. So every person that I gave you before did not have a stun. No, I don't want to configure that. I'm not actually trying to get points for this. Oh, let's go back. And there was Dawkins. So Angelo Dawkins makes greens and lots of them each turn, putting 7 or 8, I believe, or 9. You can configure that and bust that up to 14 or 15 a turn, make a whole bunch of greens every single turn. But he will have trouble reloading. So as you can see, it says turn 7 up here. We don't want our opponent to get any turns, so we will put down a stun. And now they're stunned for 2 turns. Cross break gems on the board. And then we're going to turn all of those cross breaks into greens. So we're going to get the green damage. We don't have any multiply gem damage with this type of a build or person. But as you can see, now they're stunned. Guess what? It's turn 6. It's still our turn. So we're going to keep getting every single turn. So we're just going to keep doing the same thing. We're going to stun, and then we're going to hit all of our other moves. And that is how we're going to try to get 7 turns where we do the majority. We keep working on 7 turns. Every turn is our turn instead of just 4 turns trying to configure multiplies and other things. So we'll quit out of this. No star reached. Exit chapter. So there's a list of people that you can use. Hopefully you've got somebody that can at least get you through hell mode. And that way you aren't failing like the bro did here, but that you can actually succeed in the multiply gems. The other 2 that you can possibly use are people like Billy Rieger, and you can use William Regal, who makes a lot of multiply gems as well, but has a harder time reloading. Or you can use, if you've seen my other video on Hall of Fame Rey Mysterio, he might still be the best because multiply gems is what he destroys the most of. We're just not really concerned about the green gems. He also might be really good to use. So things to think about. Thanks for coming to class today. Hopefully this helps you out. Give this video the like, the share, and the subscribe. Brofessor out.